Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mind Your Exam. In this video, we will be learning about different functions of the management that is present in any organization. So starting with the functions of any organization are planning, then comes organizing, the third function is staffing, then is directing, and the fifth and the last function is controlling. So we will be discussing each of these functions in detail and what are the steps undertaken by any management in each of them. So starting with the first one, which is planning. So planning basically involves setting up of the organizational goals. What is the purpose of developing that organization, and how to achieve that purpose, how to achieve the goals that are established for that organization. So in this phase or in this function, the top level management basically decides what has to be done and in what timeline and deadlines that goal has to be achieved. Now, once the business goals and targets are clear, then the management assesses or finds out all the possible ways of reaching that goal. So if they want to sell a product or a service to the audience, then they will decide that in this duration of time we will be going to different markets of the city and selling our product. Then they might have to take some decisions which part of the city needs to be targeted first, where the more employees have to be deployed, and so on. So to achieve a goal there can be multiple ways, but the in the planning phase the management decides which course of action or which way they will adopt to achieve the business goal that they have decided. Now, once the course of action or the way of achieving their goal is finalized, then they provide a direction to the lower level management and the middle level management, the employees that are working under them, that how to achieve those goals based on the course of action that has been decided. So basically, planning involves what has to be done, how it will be done, and then it also anticipates problems that might arise in the future in the way of achieving those goals. So we are looking into all the aspects and scenarios that might come up in the future and that might hamper our performance and timelines of achieving the goal. So all these functions are taken up in the planning phase of the management. Next function of the management is the organizing. So organizing basically involves the delegation or distribution of roles and responsibilities based on the goals that have been decided. So in the planning phase, you have decided what target you have to achieve, what will be the course of action in which you will be doing that. Now in the organization function, you are actually distributing that which department will take care of which part of the job, who will coordinate among different departments, where will the manager report, who will take decisions if a conflict arises, and so on. So this phase or this function of the management decides and declares clear level of authority within the organization. So the lowermost level employees will report to their manager, the manager or the team managers will report to the branch managers, and so on. So this in this phase basically you are allocating the resources, you are deciding the actual structure of your business and organization so that all those subcomponents can work together, utilize the resources, and achieve the organizational goals. The third function of management is staffing. Now, once you have decided your goals and the way of achieving them in the planning phase, then you have decided in what will be the structure of your organization. Now, you actually need to hire the people that are required for the right job into your organization. So, this hiring of people and all the functions related to human resource comes under the third segment, which is the staffing. So staffing involves hiring or recruitment of the right people that have the right qualifications and allocating them the right tasks so that their performance is optimal. It also involves training the employees, improving their skills so that they can meet the requirements that are necessary for the organization. Okay. Now, staffing also involves giving incentives, appraisals, and promotions to the employees so that the team members and the employees keep working hard as they have done in the past and their motivation is not lowered. Further, it might also involve any kind of activities that improve employee performance and overall increases the productivity, the effectiveness with which the organization is functioning. So, this staffing phase ensures that all the human resources, the employees, the staff, the administration that is present in the organization is working in the optimal way. The fourth function of the management is directing. Now you have decided your goals, you have created the organizational structure, you have also hired the people. Now from this phase, you start working on your goals. This is the actual implementation phase. So here in this phase, the leaders, the supervisors actually guide their team members, their subordinates, that what goal has to be achieved and how it has to be achieved. Motivation plays a very important role because if people are working in a certain direction, they need to be motivated to keep doing the hard work and achieving the milestones that have been set up by the organization. And then this phase also ensures that there is effective communication within the team and across the department, so that if there is any problem that needs to be handled, any help that is required among the team members and departments, that can be taken up as quickly as possible. So improving the coordination and communication across the organization is one aspect that the directing phase deals with. So it enhances the overall productivity of the organization, because when the employees are highly motivated, when they have good communication, coordination among them, the organization is able to achieve its desired goals in a timely manner. Okay. Now comes the last function of the management, which is the controlling phase. Now, controlling basically focuses on the progress that is being made by the employees. So, if there is a plan that has been established by the organization and the employees are working on it, so this phase basically checks whether if there is any deviation from the plan, then how can it be handled in the best way possible so that the organization's goals can be achieved within the timeline with minimal risks. So it basically targets the difference that arises with the performance that the organization expected from the employees and the actual performance of the employees who are working to achieve the organizational goals. Now in this phase, the leaders also ensure that if certain mistakes were done in the work in the past, those mistakes are not repeated in the current scenarios and the targets are achieved effectively and efficiently. That means within the cost that was estimated, within the timeline that was decided, and in with utilizing all the resources in the efficient manner. So these were all the functions of the management, the 5 functions that we studied. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. Till we meet in the next video, mind your exam.